Welcome back to another episode of How You Feel and What Is Real with Big P, Big Portia, the two E's, Portia, Fenty. Don't forget the other E because you ain't gonna find her. Today, first of all, how you week going?
You messy bitch. You is a messy bitch. Yo, I'm screaming.
Oh my God.
Actually, my week is going marvelous. I feel this was a complete week. I feel complete. I feel filled with love and other things.
So the return of Miss Novita.
Yes, my baby birthday was yesterday, the big 7.
Okay, so that's number of completion. Yeah.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
Number of completion. If y'all was ever wondering why it's a 7 at the end of all my social, it's number of completion. That's why shit roll off your credit after 7 years on experience. Because you done completed that debt.
Wow, and that's crazy because with everything that was going on, he literally asked me, why is it always on Nova's birthday? And it's always on Nova's birthday. That's always when we reconnect. Yeah. Always. It's always like we could beef all year long. And then Nova's birthday to be the day and just like, damn, nigga, you know I love you. You know we ain't have to act like this all year. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. That's a nugget.
Yeah.
That's a nugget.
I couldn't wait to tell your business.
Messy, but you wait till I'm gonna put that in my back pocket. I got something for you.
Today we're gonna talk about the provider persona. Especially in today's age and time when it's a 50-50 talk every 2 months on social media. It's just so much going on when it comes to men thinking that their only likeness or image is in provision or providing of something. And then on the flip side, women thinking that if I don't have a man that provides in every way, shape, form, or fashion, then he's not a complete man. How do you feel about going 50-50 with a man?
Well, for one, you know me. You know I always feel like you gotta know who you dealing with.
Right.
And you gotta treat people accordingly. Because let me just put it like this. There's customers that come into the store and they feel entitled for everything. Bitch, you couldn't get a free ranch out of me. You couldn't get a free ranch, a free barbecue sauce, free nothing. But then there's people that come in there and they walk up to the register with their wallet out. How much extra for your sauce? Don't worry about it. Because you already came ready to pay. Don't worry about it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, it's who you dealing with. It's the mindset. Like, I've seen men who really like, you gonna go 50-50 with me, you gonna work with me? Because you can't afford the full 100 because you have a toxic mindset. Because you want her doing 50-50 and you feel like she need to be cooking every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She the only one that need to be doing laundry because she got titties and she better watch the kids. And if the baby cry, bitch, I'm not getting up to get the baby. You had to, like, it's the mindset. Nice. If I have a man who you in hustle mode and you grinding, I would never in a million years just sit back and just be like, yeah, well, you gonna take care of all the bills because that's what you're supposed to do. Now we gonna hustle and grind together. And I'm gonna get you to a space where, one, you're going to want to relieve me because I hustle so hard with you. Mm-hmm. And 2, that's just your goal as a man. Just depend. You got to vet. You know what I'm saying? People, you got to know who you dealing with. What's your goal? How do you... That go back to vetting their mindset. Yeah. What do you look at in the household? Like, who do you think that the men should... Like, that's the beginning right there. Because once they be like, no, I don't feel like no man should be... Yeah, you ain't the man for me. Yeah. But it's different strokes for different folks. Because you got those overly masculine women that, for some reason, they are more than okay with forever going 50-50. And it's like, I'm not. I'm just not.
I don't think that makes them over masculine. I think sometimes in today's economy and with a president like Donald J. Trump, it's just sometimes realistic. Because you got to think percentages. And I'm not saying how you feel is wrong, but I also think two things can be right at the same time.
But that's what I'm saying to you. In today's economy, with how things are going, with the person that I be meeting, I'm willing to grind with you. Yes, I'm going to do the 50-50. But if your end game is not saying, yo, we got to hustle, we got to grind, and at some point in time, when I'm good and I'm ready, then I'm going to relieve of everything.
So, do you think it makes a woman more masculine if she understands that for the remainder of the relationship with a man, they may have to go half on bills.
Meaning for the rest of her life with him?
Yes.
There's women that I feel like are understanding, and when I say masculine, that's in terms of women who's like, they refuse to let a man make them soft. That's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
Not a woman who's, because I've been overly understanding. I've been understanding to an idiocy point. Like, bitch, you is a little bit slow, ain't you? Like, you sure? So there's a fine line between like just understanding and a woman who just refuses to be put in her feminine, which I went through that before. That's why I can say that with ease, because there's been years of me, I can't accept gifts. Like, it feel weird, or if a man want to take care of me, it's like, you know, I'm overly, I do everything for myself. I don't need nobody to. I learned you gotta play damsel in distress sometimes.
Yeah.
I have to.
I think oftentimes women overcomplicate it when it comes to the 50-50. So what I mean, as far as like for the remainder of your life, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. I'm not, and you gotta understand.
If it works,
you gotta exactly. So I don't think that a woman is less feminine or more masculine in any standpoint, because she may understand that I'm dealing with a man and he's making $50,000 a year, $60,000 a year, and with the lifestyle that we want to support, we want to have fun. We want to.
The difference in what I'm saying is her willingness. If he had it, if you're dealing with a man that makes $600K a year, and he's telling you,
we listen.
Get a part-time job.
I'm saying, you dealing with a man, and he understands. You listen. I don't want to go do this. I don't want to do that. I am a very simple man. I enjoy my job. I work 9 to 5. I get off and enjoy my family. I have 3 scheduled trips throughout the year.
Then that's what you accept. But what I'm saying in reference, because you keep bringing back the masculinity, I want you to understand where I'm referencing that. The masculinity comes in where you have the option and you're saying fuck no because you refuse, because you feel you can't be taken care of. You can't depend on a man.
So
like
if it's
that's what I'm saying. Right. Yeah. Like if you have that option, like if you don't have the option and you hustling with a man, you're like, nah, we gonna get it together. Like, I see you, babe. I know you hustle. I know you work hard. I know you tired. Facts. But you also come home and sometimes you relieve me from making dinner.
Facts.
On your off day, sometimes you say, babe, I got it. You sit with the kids and paint. I'm gonna do the laundry and I'm gonna make breakfast. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's all in how he maneuvers that situation.
So some niggas don't understand that if we going half on the bills, we going half on the dishes.
On everything.
We going half on the... And don't get me wrong, I believe in masculine roles. I believe in taking out the trash. I believe in cutting grass. I believe in, if you can do it, changing the brakes. That's just, it is what it is type of responsibilities. But cooking isn't... cooking is unisex.
It's survival.
You have to do that regardless. Taking out the trash and all that shit is unisex as well, because she would have had to do it had you not been there.
Right.
But it's
and it's also just different strokes for different folks. Like, I feel like doing laundry is a unisex thing, but it's looked at as like, if there's a woman in the house, she should do the laundry. But the relationship that I was in for 8 years, that was his piece.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about when I get the sorting clothes and I do it. All right, babe, you do it. Because I would rather do this instead anyway. I would rather go cut the grass. That's fun for me.
It's a give and take. And what I'm hearing from a woman's perspective more than anything is do what's best for you.
Yes. You have to do what works.
So men with that, because I like this topic because I had a provider persona for the longest. And I have the means to provide. But I feel like I put myself in a position out of pure survival. And now I'm here and I can live in luxury.
I don't like the term survival for that, because I feel like dig deeper and choose a different word. Because in my mind, it's something I don't want to say what I'm feeling for. I want you to try again. So for the reason that you were in provider mode for so long, I don't think it's survival. What do you think it was?
I think it's all I've seen myself as.
Okay.
I think it was like...
You feel like that's where your worth was?
I feel like that was my validation.
Yes. So that's not survival. Survival would have been...
No, I'm saying like... from like past the persona of what I was saying.
Okay.
But like I survive. Like I wanted to be able to do everything.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a couple of cars because I didn't want to have to call nobody and ask for a ride.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a nice place to stay because it's something could go. I want a couple of different properties.
But that's overworking yourself pertaining to so. And when you say that, this is what I hear: that you overworked yourself, which is my dad. My dad overworks the hell out of himself. Which Scorpio and Taurus are sister signs, so y'all the same people. Overwork himself a lot. And I feel like men who do that is because, some men come from hard backgrounds where they had to get it and they become bums. Or some men come from hard backgrounds where they had to get it and they become overworkers. Yeah. So pertaining to you personally, I feel like you became an overworker. But in relationship mode, I feel like you need to dig deep on why you felt like, because it's one thing to feel like for myself, I gotta go and get it no matter what. But why, when it came to women, did you feel like all you had to offer was how you was going to get it and provide for her? Like, do you think that has something to do with how you view relationships growing up?
How I view myself. How I view myself. At point in times, I don't think I found myself attractive. I was the skinny, scrawny kid with a big ass head.
Baby, we all went through that stage.
But sometimes it takes others longer to grow out of it. And so, like, being, 200 plus pounds now, like I had to put on some weight. I stopped drinking. I cut my locks off. I got in the gym. I'm just a little bit more healthier and confident in that facet. And I think one thing Kobe said that really stuck with me, he was like, I'm never anxious or unconfident because I put in the work.
Yeah.
So.
Ooh, that is a word.
Niggas don't realize, like, you don't walk around with your shoulders held back and your head held high and throw that shit out the window, but just cuz.
Well, some do.
Some
be
niggas
psychotic.
do.
Some be psychotic. That's what you either narcissistic or hardworking when it comes to that. So we're like, you either narcissistic, like, nigga, you're insane. You actually are. You got.
You're a bum ass nigga. You really. That
nigga said you talking
hell.
about him. You're actually you're a predator, and we scared. We calling the police actually. Man, but for real, people don't understand, and it's like me going through different stages of like growing, being in a good space, and then like letting myself go in other aspects. That's something I also had to battle too. Like last summer, my confidence was through the roof. I was working out, My money wasn't where I needed it to be because I was sacrificing making the money I wanted for being in school at that time. Yeah. But even that's my confidence boost. I'm finishing my degree. I'm also getting my nail license, my esthetician license. I moved away. You know what I'm saying? So my confidence was up there. Boy, as soon as we did a reverse switch, it was like my money got better, and then I got more stress from the work, and I started eating more. And now I'm heavier, and now it's like, I'm getting back into that not confident mode. And it's like, so you really do. That's how I was able to come into that, what you just said, that statement. That was my clarity for it. Like, damn, like, you got to put the work in. You have to put the work in, or you're going to suffer internally, and people can see that.
People can feel energy. People be like, oh my God, you look better in person. No, you could just feel me. Mm-hmm. You could feel me now.
Do you know I've gotten that so much, and it took me so long? Like, for one, I'm just not. I feel like I'm not photogenic.
Super photogenic.
I'm not.
You take good pictures. You take
of myself though, or like.
Yeah, I be taking damn.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like a couple times, I started figuring out my poses and my angles. So now when other people take it, like I get like that. But I just don't feel like I'm super photogenic. But also, countless times I've gotten like, damn, like you look so much better than like you a catfish, but the opposite. Like you look better off Instagram, girl. What the fuck?
Stop playing, yeah.
But it's that vibe and that aura. I feel like we touched on this before too.
We did, and some people they can't put it into words.
Yeah. So
they just say that. You look better.
It feel magical too.
You look better. Like
that's a magical feeling. When you see somebody and they look way worse in person than they do online, it's like, damn, bitch. My mama just called. I gotta get my kids. I gotta go.
Shit going on.
But when you see them and it's the opposite, like, ooh, like it's like a glow.
And I knew, because I don't think motherfuckers was lying. Like you said, they couldn't put it into words because people, my biggest compliment that I get from people is my smile. Now, granted, I'm missing both side teeth. I got a couple back molars gone, figure me. But wherever I'm at, I'm smiling. So it ain't never like, you know, and the nigga could have just fresh off braces, got a couple implants in, like they just.
And you still look like you went and got the worst veneers of your life.
And
like,
you ain't
stop
you ain't,
smiling.
You know, but it's like everywhere I go, I walk in a room, like I might come in nostalgia or cinema or something like that and just.
But that's because it's genuine.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen, I don't know what it is, but there's a certain type of nigga that irritates me. Like, the nigga that know they got a good set of teeth and they be all. Like, oh, I hate it. Yeah. I hate it. Like, close your mouth. Like, you not as you, like, oh. Like, I don't know, it just come off so fake and like you trying to entice the people. It's almost like a bitch that all she do is post her ass on Instagram because you know you gotta cut it. It's like, bitch, all right, what else? Can you read this line for me right here real quick?
The dog.
Like, actually, let me see your 180, bitch. Let me see what that house look like. Because usually
when I think I
do
slow, just turn back around. Like,
no, for real.
Got this shit going
but
on.
It's like when you genuine, you know what I'm saying? You genuine and you got that. It's a whole aura to you. It's a whole aesthetic. It's a whole vibe.
And it's like after a while, you realize that you weren't building. You just were chiseling away what's already been there.
Oh, word.
Like it ain't. I'm not doing shit that I did that the universe or God or whatever people worship wasn't already in me. This shit been here. It's just sometimes you got to do a little work to get to that next level.
When they be like, oh, my stomach is big, like the 6-pack is under there. That's a protective layer.
You don't grow a 6-pack.
You gotta get from under there.
Protective layer is crazy.
It is. This is my protective layer.
You don't. But you know, it's just I'm doing this episode so niggas can hop out that provider persona, because I hope that you don't get well into your 40s and 50s, because I vaguely remember, not vaguely, I know this shit for a fact. It was an older cat on one of these somebody reel or TikTok and was like, my wife Brenda, she ain't never touched a bill, car note,
but
groceries.
I feel like here's my thing.
I ain't done.
Oh.
Just like a woman, don't let you finish your fucking thought.
Cause that just irritated me. I feel like I know where you going. Go ahead.
She ain't never touched a woo woo woo. Like a couple of years later, he came out and was like, yeah, I had to end up getting a divorce because my wife stepped out on me. You were there financially, but, and I'm not saying that, she might have, she could have just been a hoe. Like, whatever, it is what it is. But understand me that some men think that all they have to, and one thing about me is I'm multifaceted. Yeah. I'm emotionally intelligent. I'm feel like I ain't rich in just finances.
Yeah.
The bag is there. The emotional intelligence there. The awareness is there. Being vigilant in every situation, shape, form, or fashion. Understanding how to read somebody. Biggest thing I learned was to learn how to listen, to understand instead of respond. Like, all of this shit matters. But most niggas think, oh, I just gotta have a bag. And now
you just gotta have that body. I don't know, these niggas obsessed with just being in the gym and that's it. It just stops at the gym.
It just stops at the gym. Nigga ain't read a book. Nigga ain't did none of that shit. It's so many different facets. Reading, hitting that gym, fasting from certain things, from women, from liquor, from weed, whatever. Just getting clear with yourself, and all this shit just starts to shed. She said, it's there. It's just skin I have to shed off of me because it's heavy. So the unlearning that I've done is way more important than the learning. Yeah. But niggas gotta hop out of that because it's that provider persona, because it's not gonna save you. Like, niggas think like, bitch, listen, you paying all these bills. Your whole about to get knocked down by a nigga in some old Navy.
But see,
jeans.
And here's the fine line between that. This is why I was about to go into it. It's like, I don't want them to lose the goal of taking care of the house, because I feel like this. While they're, all right, everybody have a different mindset. Like me, I can go either or. I could be in a traditional house or I could be in a hustling house. It just depends on the man that I'm with. But I'm going to always hustle. If my husband said to me right now, we done for life. I just set up this. I got a trust. I got whatever. We got trillions. We done. You don't got to work. I can't just be in the house all day long. Even if I make sure, like, okay, well, he handled the financial part. I'm going to relieve him from everything else. I'm going to make sure his house is good. I'm still going to chisel out time to go be a digital marketer. I'm still going to chisel out time to have my own boutique, whatever, because I just feel like as a human, as a person, you got to have things that you're proud of. And I just personally, I like having a man that take care of you and do things for you. That is something to be proud of. But that's like, there's a billion niggas out there that could do that. Like, what did you do for yourself? Did you get a degree? Did you open a business? Did you, like, where's your happiness? And some women feel like, you know, that may be enough for them. For me, that just will never be enough. So I feel like, not that I'm leaning more towards traditional. Like I said, I can go traditional or half and half, but I don't want men to take what you saying and be like, yeah, because we can go 50-50. A woman going 5 after 11. Like, no, if you have the ability to relieve a woman, I feel like that is stepping into the most supreme divine part of yourself. And I'm not saying that if you can't do it, you less of a man.
Yeah.
You always going to be a good person, a great man, if you're doing the best you can consciously, period.
Yeah.
But the reward of being able to create a home where a woman is financially free, that gives her, if you chose the right woman, so much space to create a wonderful home for you. That's priceless. That's priceless. Like, people don't understand. My mom energy is fire. But before she met my stepdad,
I love her.
I didn't get to know my mom. Like, my mom was around. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, Miss Lizzie.
Shut up. My mom was around. My mom was always around. We had home cooked meals. I don't care if my mom.
Beef.
Yeah, make sure you say that part. I don't care if my mother worked 10 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours. I don't care if she had to call me from work and be like, wash the chicken, season the chicken, put it in the oven. When I get there, I'm going to do this. Whatever it was. My mom made sure she handled both, but I didn't get to start seeing my mom in, like, freedom mode, like, how creative she get and the things she could do until she started getting financially free. It was like, damn, like, if I had this mom in high school, I would have tapped into my creativeness more quicker instead of just hustle. It does. So it's like, I feel like you really can't.
That child you raised, the child they raised and the child they raising now, them two totally different.
I'm telling you.
People. And it's like, even me, my kids being 5 years apart, like, my 11-year-olds, I have ghetto twins. They 6 months apart. My about to be 11-year-olds and my about to be 7-year-old, they raised differently. Like, I'm literally in a 4-year difference.
Yeah.
And I think some people got to understand from that aspect. It's like, like definitely being there financially for a woman can just give her just space to be
a mom, a human,
But some people, not some people, but women, you have to, like she said, be in a space to receive.
Yeah.
And not always think that a nigga is out to get you or he moving funny because one thing, and I'm gonna tell y'all a personal story of mine, and you know.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Excuse me.
And so, I was dealing with a young lady, and you know, we were on and off for like 2 years, and we had never been boyfriend girlfriend, but we were just in it, the thick of it, like.
Yeah.
And we was just like, I was like, let's just be together. Like, you keep trying to get rid of me. I'm like roaches, bitch. I ain't going nowhere. I'll be back. Don't you worry, bitch. I'll be back. I don't give a fuck about no spray.
As soon as you cut these lights off, me and the homies
is there. This dinosaur era. Nigga, I ain't going nowhere. And so she did we ended up getting this house that I'm in. And we were talking about, I'm like, well, just move in.
You know, this story just puts me in a rage. Go ahead, finish telling me.
And I'm like, you know, because she wanted to be a life coach. So I'm like, you so fucking messy, bitch. So I'm like, is she really? And I'm like, I believe in you. You help people very well. Like, so just pursue it. You a fucking child, I swear to God. So, if y'all listening, it's real. Listen, the silent laugh, you know the silent laugh always worse than the loud laugh. When the nigga get to just... I'm telling real tears in this motherfucking face right now. And so we end up, so right around the time like she about to move in, we discussing, and then my folks hit me up, and they like, and these are folks that I live with. They like, hey, can we move? Can we just occupy your basement for a couple of months so we can figure out about closing on this unit, this 4-unit property, or this property that we doing? I'm like, hell yeah, like whatever y'all need, because y'all were there for me. So first off, family is everything to me, and I realized that I've cultivated big spaces because I know that my space is probably always going to be refuge for people. If my nephews might not have no place to stay, whatever, it's pull up. Like I loved it, but I understand. Like I thought I needed bigger space for me and my daughter. I needed bigger space for me, me and my family. Yeah. I can't tell you the joy I get.
Last scratch.
Huh?
That'll be.
That'll be.
Scratch.
I can't tell you the joy I get when I come home and like my niece just run up to me and like, Uncle, and just give me a hug. Got my work clothes on, like, but her dad works as well, but she sees what it is, a man coming in. But anyways, but Shorty wasn't feeling me letting my family move in. And we had a discussion about it like a month ago. She was like, nah, you just kind of started moving weird, so that's why I just had to back out of it. But this was her situation that I was offering, right? I got two trucks.
No, if it's okay.
You want to?
No, I want you to tell it, but if it's okay, I want you to start with the situation she was coming from so they could understand the big leap into what she was about to get.
So she had moved out of her space into her mother's space. And so the mother ended up moving out with the boyfriend, and they moved into their space. So she left. So the mom, so she was in that space. That's the third grade. The mom the mom and boyfriend moved into her space and left the said subject in the house that they left behind. And the mom was steadily paying bills at that place. And
so to be clear, the subject had no bills to pay.
Had no bills to pay.
Okay.
Had no bills to pay. And I offered her. I said, listen, I got 2 cars.
Because she had how many cars?
0.
Okay.
Got 2 cars. You can have you can drive the 2022. You could drive Big Black, and I'ma drive my '08. Cause that 2022 is more reliable. I love my '08. Don't get me wrong. Love Big Red to death. I don't want to act like I'm.
Mind you, had how many kids?
3.
And she got how many? 2. And you worked for the trucks, and you offering her the stability of a safer, more reliable vehicle for her and her kids. Okay, I just want to, as we go along, I want to keep. Right. Okay, go ahead.
Right. And she was getting food stamps. She was getting, upwards like $600-700. But at the beginning of every week, I'm gonna fill up the gas tanks. When it comes to car notes, I was gonna be the one paying them. When it come to car insurance, I was gonna be the one paying them. Anything that came to monetary involvement was gonna be handled by me. I was offering this because I believed in her. And to hear her come out her mouth and say, well, you asked your family without consulting with me. And I'm going to say this, and I don't want to sound misogynist or sexist about it, but some people, not even just women, when it comes to a position of sometimes they got to live in a tad bit uncomfortable. Now, mind you, I got a 3-bedroom house with a finished basement. So her kids, her 2 daughters were going to occupy one room. My daughter had her own room. We were going to have our own room. And they were going to occupy the basement. My other family was going to occupy the finished basement. And she said I was moving weird. We had this talk a month ago, and I'm like, damn, that's how you break it down, and that's probably what you're telling the people.
Yeah, and that's your only, after so much time has passed, and after looking back on it, like, I feel like that was another big red flag. Like, you ain't feel wrong, you had time to ponder on it, and you still talking about I was moving weird. You didn't even have the decency to be like, what you offered was beautiful, but for some reason I couldn't shake the uncomfortability of having a house with other people, and it's like, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that would have been more fair. But let me say this: you have been through your fair share of situationships, relationships, girlfriends, whatever, and women have moved weird. You've moved weird, which I always hold you accountable. Just things have happened, and you know, we are super close. I consider you my best friend, but I still never, I don't think I've ever overstepped in a situation to be like, I don't like her, get rid of her. That was the first female, I feel like, because that shit had me livid. And let me tell you why. You hustle so fucking hard. I've sat and watched your life go from, you wasn't in the pits of hell, but you had a goal and you did everything, worked out fast, went to school for CDL, got past your anxiety, like all these things you had to lock in and do for yourself, and you was willing to share solely the reward with her. Like, never, you didn't put not one responsibility on her, which to me, I still feel like would have been fair. You get what I'm saying? If you would have been like, I got everything, I just need you to, the free food stamps you get, you cover all the food. I need you to pick the kids up from school every day because I'm going to be at work. I need you to pay one bill. Pick a bill. Your choice. I don't care if it's cable, Wi-Fi. You pick one bill that you have to. You didn't do any of that. It was straight just comfort. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to be a husband. I'm ready to lock in with you. I'm ready to do whatever. Like, just come and just, you know what I'm saying? I want you to just be comfortable. So it's like for her to look at the situation and be like, this is not enough for me, bitch, you gotta go. you have to go. Like, that's dangerous.
And it's all pending upon me not consulting with her when it came to my family moving in. And the way I brought it to her, I was like, listen, I just want to know how you feel about it. But I had already made up my mind.
I just need to know what you gonna do.
They good, yeah. These my peoples. So. And
what made it worse is I feel like it was temporary. It wasn't like it was up in the air, like something just happened. They just got evicted. They gotta come here. Nah, shit was in play. They gonna be in their house that they're buying. Everything is gonna be solidified. It'll be less than this amount of time. You'll have your private space. We'll have our private space. This will be the only shared space. Like, that was solidified. I feel like that wasn't even considered, and it was just like, I don't know. It just rang entitlement, and it rang like needing a serious reality check. Like when we talk about just a few minutes ago, like the women who just, you know, it's like you just detach from reality because it's like, how dare you? Even if you was uncomfortable, I feel like there was a way to have done that than to make somebody feel like they didn't.
Even if it was brought to me in like a, hey, next time we do have a decision like this, I understand that you are a provider and a leader, but maybe we can come together better and talk about things like this when it pertains to something like this. Because she flipped it on me. She said, how would you feel if I told one of my friends that they could move into the basement? First of all, bitch, that's your phone. I was like, she was like, how would you feel if my friends and family had wanted to move in the basement? I said, for one, if I trust you in my house, I trust your decisions. Yeah. So I would have had no problem with that. You vetted them already. Yeah. That's all I need to know. People don't realize that that's credit as well. Listen, I'm doing all this for you, and your people's got some shit going on, and they need to live in the basement for a couple of months.
But here's my thing too. I tried to play devil's advocate and say the only thing that I think that she could have felt the way about is to be like, you know, that is your sister and her husband coming to stay. Yeah. So I have daughters. So I don't mean no disrespect, but that's just my standard. I'm not bringing my daughters where I might have to be at work, and I'm like, that wasn't even none of the concern. Like that, and for me trying to play devil's advocate, like I could see if she would have been like, well, damn, let me know so I could think about it because I don't know this man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That wasn't even none of it. Was just straight entitlement mode. Like I don't know. That just
and I think she, you know, some people say certain shit and then they back it up with like, well, I'm bullshit. So, like, yeah, I think, you know, it's another man living in the house and I don't woo woo woo. Like, I'm another man that was living in the house. You don't. You can have the same thoughts about me. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I ever was on no weird shit, but I'm like, man, nigga, I love my brother to death. Yeah. Like, and when I say I put my last 100 1,000 on this nigga to know he not never doing no weird shit like that.
And it's not about what you know, it's about what the woman knows. Like, just again, playing devil's advocate, like, she don't know that. You get what I'm saying? And that's why it's like, I don't give a damn if it was your daddy. You get what I'm saying? I don't know him. You don't know. Dexter was a murderer for years. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know people. Yeah, you don't always know people to their human core. And it's not to say, obviously, you just the thought as a woman, like, we just, you never know. But it just killed me that wasn't even on the table as a concern.
You know, that could even, and you know, and she did eventually say that, but I feel like even shit like that could have been simply soft. Hey, can we just have a dinner, everybody? You know, I'm okay with this, but before I decide to, you know, ultimately move in, maybe we can have a conversation and we all go out to have a good dinner and have some drinks and we just discuss, and so I can have a face-to-face conversation so I can vet them. Because these are my children and I know that, but it was just, I'm just going back out.
I was about to say that too. If I'm not mistaken, it wasn't even a conversation about, okay, well, for the rest of the time that they're there, I'll just stay here. And then when they leave, then I'll come. It wasn't even that. It was straight, that's entitlement.
You moving weird, I'm out of here.
Well, bitch, go back to your mammy house, okay? Because eventually she going to get tired of paying the bills for you. But I just feel like those are the type of women that you have to... And we eventually got down to the bottom of it. It's like everything happens for a reason. And I think it's so funny because, like I said, I'm usually on the side cheering for you. Like, I'm never going to let you make no stupid-ass decisions. You know me, I'm always going to talk my shit. But for the most part, I feel like you make good decisions. You have a sound mind. Mm-hmm. But that was one of the things I think I did kind of be like, hey, what do you mean you're going to move her in and give her a truck and not make her pay any bills? Like, I think you need to make the bitch pick a bill or something.
What did you say? You said you did all this work and you thought...
Just giving that to her.
You thought the universe was just going to let you hand away what you worked for?
When you God's favorite and the universe see that you always giving, they're going to keep you in that frequency of give, receive. You can't have people in your world that don't want to give. You can't have just receivers in your world. The universe is not going to let that happen to you. It don't matter what you want to do. And the fucked up part about it is the way the universe works and the way God works, whatever you want to call it, whether it be God, your universe, you know what I'm saying, Allah. When you're in a mode of not being able to see for yourself, they're going to make you see until it hurts you. Yeah. Either you're going to pick up on the signs by yourself or I'm going to do some shit. And I feel like that was because I feel like we had a conversation before about like signs. Like I feel like we had like about her specifically was something that was like, you stole something when you sneezed just now. That's the type of nigga you are. You how true?
Oh, I forgot this motherfucker. It's sturdy.
Nigga ring ass table. Come on now, you exposing people. How you it was real. Exposing the truth.
But nah, you know it's all facts. So what I'm saying, all in all, that's okay. What I'm saying, all in all, to men is, I love. What did that nigga say? He say, I want to provide for the thank you so much, lady, versus the as you should woman.
And I'm you can't be mad at a woman for saying, thank you, babe, as you should.
At balance.
That's just me.
You know.
I'm the thank you as you should because I'm gonna as I should. When you meet me halfway, I'm coming the other 60. Fuck the 50. Yeah. Like, I feel like it's okay to have that confidence. And so when you put yourself in that space of knowing what you deserve, you get more also. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's okay. As long as you're grateful, it's okay to have that thanks, babe, as you should. Look at you doing what you're supposed to do, and I'm about to do what I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? So I feel like as long as there's balance, as long as there's balance.
And I think that's a valid point for sure. So just all in all, and what I'm learning is the more I sit with myself in complete silence and just feel how I feel, shit reveals itself. Yeah. And you be wanting certain stuff, but like she said, when you a giver, the universe won't let people that just receive be in your life for long. When you a giver and a receiver, the universe won't let just receivers be in your life for long. Because when you look back at a situation and this man went down his list of like, I'm just out of here's when it comes to women, and one of them was after the third date, if you don't at least offer the
to pay the tip, yes.
Offer the something, hey,
yes.
you know, or offer the hey, you know, I know you such and such. You want to meet me at Chipotle? We can get some food. It's on me. You picked up a fucking liability, baby.
Yes.
This shorty is a liability.
Yes.
And she might be a pretty liability, but just like that nice truck out in your garage, a pretty liability. And not even that, because that truck or whatever you guys getting you around. So it's providing something for you. This motherfucker is just sitting around being pretty, providing, you know, with some coochie. That's it.
Yep.
But you gotta understand this. Yeah, you gotta know your worth. And the more I do, the more of the chiseling that I do on myself, the more of the unveiling and the revealing I do, the more I realize, like,
the more you grow your natural repellent too. I feel like the more that you do the work and you know what I'm saying, you hustle and you believe and you lock in, you get a natural repellent.
Yeah.
You start being able to repel those things.
Because a motherfucker, women gotta know, like, and I've had it, like, oh, it's strict over there. Nah. And you know, women might look at me the same way they look at niggas that hit bitches. And I'm gonna say this. Because they just understand when you do some clown shit around me, I'm gone and I'm gone forever. Yeah. Ain't no doubling. And you might double back one time, but I'm gone and I'm gone forever. You do some clown shit, you call the police on me, you put me in a position to possibly lose my job, you do some weird, whatever.
Did you double back on this? And let me ask you, I don't know if you could pass. You can pass on the question. Did you double back on the situation?
Yeah, I hit it.
Not hitting it, because that's not doubling back. I mean, doubling back, like, let's try. What's up? Did you come to... Okay. No. And sometimes, like, you know, like, we kicked it a couple of times after that, you know, and we did what we did, but, no. And I think for you, that was because a major part of our conversation about that situation, too, was that she wasn't a bad person. She was just a product of how she was raised.
Yeah.
Like, literally, she was... Sometimes that silver spoon ain't no good. Sometimes that silver spoon got a little rust on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's highly magnetic. Like, she wasn't a bad person. And I feel like for you, that was your way of, like, keeping that connection of, like, you know, wrong person. That's it. It's just a matter, like, not bad person, just wrong person. And it's like the things that you do and how you feel about situations, I just can't get in with that.
Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah, we've been talking about.
All right, that's enough. Because you know how I felt that. Oh,
so to end now, you know, say your piece.
That bitch had me mad as hell. Them bitches was undone. I'm like, I know the fuck.
Just lay, kick back, dishes.
Feet up.
Yeah.
With food bags. Like my 600-pound life just in the bed.
Just relaxing. And so I'm going to end this to, on a note for men. Knowing your worth requires a little work. And knowing your place requires a lot of work. So it ain't something that really come. And niggas got to stop running from the uncomfort, because you may end up with something that you don't want to end up with just because you don't want to be alone, or because you haven't found comfort in self or in your own space.
Yeah.
So when I say that, it's okay to be by yourself. Mm-hmm. And some sensible, logical information. If Shorty ain't never pulled out her wallet for nothing, never. First of all, listen.
At least pretend, bitch.
If you don't buy me nothing, how I know you like me? How I know you like me? If you ain't never, And the thing about it is, she kept asking me over and over, like, so you don't think I did anything for you? And I'm like, not nothing,
Not
nothing tangible,
yeah.
nothing I can put my hands on.
Has she ever? Let's just go down the list. Has she ever bought you your favorite snack? Like, here, I know you like this snack. I bought you some snacks when I came to see you.
No.
Has she ever offered you a movie date? You know that's your favorite thing to do. Okay. Has she ever picked you up a $40 hat? She know you like to collect hats. Okay. This is just me and my best friend mode, going down the list of shit that I know you like. She know you have 3 kids. Has she ever called and said, hey, this is $20 for Cameron, because Cameron's always begging. Every weekend Cameron needs something. This is from my pocket this week. Okay. Has she ever offered up any type of, this is a trip we gonna go on, I want us to do this, and okay. Well, then that's your answer. That's your answer. I feel like those are all petty things. So a $50 movie trip, that's...
So if a man wasn't in my particular situation, but he wanted to know 3 things to look out for when it came to a woman. Or, you know, I like to end on a positive note. 3...
That's positive.
3 good things to look for in a woman.
To know that she's learning you to love you?
Yes.
Well, one, I'm always going to say, like, every woman knows the basic, like, when you naturally loving a man and wanting to make him comfortable, it's always going to be the small things. So, is she paying attention to the small things? Like, oh, I'm going to see him and I know he like fruit snacks. I'm bringing some fruit snacks. Or I know he like going to see movies. He go to the movies every Saturday. I could bank on him to go to the movies every Saturday. Here, babe, here's $20 for the movies. Or come on, let's go to the movies with me this week. Like, so one of the things is looking out for small things. Doing the little small things. 2, I feel like doing things for your children. As a mother, like, it's one thing if you're not a mom, you still gonna look out for a man's kids, with kids, like, you still gonna do something. But as a mom yourself, a single mom, you know when you're dating, if this man not acknowledging my kids and doing, I don't care if it's $5, I know you taking over to the movies every single weekend, here's $5 for her snack, whatever it is, then that's an issue. So looking out for small things for you, looking out for small things for your kids, and if she never speaks on your goals, if she never check in with your goals or like have them type of conversations, because I feel like as a woman, you want to make sure that your man is in a good headspace and that he's okay, but you also want to check for the man that you claim you want to build with. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, what's going on with you, baby? Good. I remember you said that you wanted to do this, that, and the third, or you know, you started a podcast. It's $10 to get a custom-made mug. This frame probably cost you $10. It's $5 mics all up and through, 5 and below. Amazon got $20 mics. TikTok sell you the $4 mics everywhere you look. You get what I'm saying? Right. Like, if she's not checking in with your goals, investing with your goals. If she's not checking in on your kids, investing in your kids. And if she's not checking in on the little things, just little tiny things to make you happy and to show that she's paying attention to you. Women love to do that. We love to show that we're paying attention just as much as men. Thanks. So I feel like those are my
It's crazy you mentioned all that, because the young lady I'm dealing with now, she
does all of that.
Does all that.
We have a winner.
She does all that. Like within the first couple of weeks that we did, you know, she pulled up because my car was down for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And she pulled up. You know, she picked me. She always asked me, you know, you need a ride from work. You know, picked me up from work one time. First like couple of weeks of dating.
That's big mama.
She had the little gift bag, and it had a Celsius in it, and it had and some pistachios, and some pistachios in the car. She was just like, I'm just thinking about you.
And that cost her probably less than $10.
Yeah.
It cost her less than $10. Especially, that's why I'm gonna keep going back to if you have kids. When you loving on your man, sometimes you just gotta get in that mindset of how you love on your kids. If I'm going to the store, I know Nova love golden eggs. I'm gonna get my baby $3 golden eggs.
I be trying to, and I have to get out of that survival mode too with my kids. Cause Cameron was like, Dad, he called me like, Dad, can you give me an Uber? It's literally across the street. Her school is across the street.
Yeah.
She's like, Dad, can you give me an Uber? It's raining. And I'm on the phone with Shay, and I'm like, no, I ain't getting an Uber. Walk. You need to walk. Get wet. And learn how.
Cause I had to walk through the 7 feet of snow. Like nigga, don't be that trauma learning parent.
And she was like, "Babe,
get her the fucking Uber." She was like,
well, can I get her the Uber then?
You said no, but I said yes.
She said, "Are you okay with me getting the Uber?"
I'm this one. See what I'm saying?
I said, yeah, you can. She still should have walked through the rain.
For why though? Why does she need to?
But like being around a certain kind of feminine energy can make you a bit softer. It's like everything don't gotta come with a meaning or a lesson when it comes to the kids.
Oh God, you remind me of my dad in that way. You really don't have to, like, I feel like people feel like you have to make your kids feel it in order for them to build character, and you can build character in so many other ways. Like, you don't gotta walk through the rain to build character, but what you can do is, I'm gonna go and get this $2 plaster from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna show you how to plaster this hole in your wall that you did, this little tiny little hole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you how to maintain your room and your space.
Yeah.
You want these sneakers and this da-da-da-da? You're gonna sit with your brother Landon, and you're going to do an activity with him. You're gonna build and spend time with your brother. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many other ways that it don't gotta be in sufferance.
Yeah. No, that's facts. That's a fact, you know. But yeah, this was good. This
was good, and I love that positive note that you just ended with. And from the bottom of my heart, I hope that shit blossom.
Yeah.
I hope it blossom. And my first thought was, I wonder if it's because she's a little bit older than the other girl because they the same sign.
Yeah.
But I feel like with the younger girl, it had nothing to do with age. It was the product of the environment. It's just who you chose and who you vetted. Like, I feel like even if she was the same age, she may have shown up the same way. Yeah. So I'm hoping that blossomed for you. My fingers is crossed. I like it. I like the way it sounded. Yeah. I like it a lot.
Giving people that space. And just letting it. Because she was like, you know, we was talking and she was like, and I was like, you were that sunflower that I seen when I was walking down the trail that I let it be. And when I'm in your space and I come and see you or you come and see me, you still are on that trail. Oh. And I'm gonna always appreciate you for where you are.
We're not disrupting each other.
I never, and she said that to me. She said, I've never had a man give me space to be myself, and I'm thankful for that.
Yes. It's a non-disruptive energy between y'all.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. I hope that continues to cultivate because you don't come by that often.
Nah, you don't.
You don't come by that often.
You don't. You don't, because you, like you said, got to put on that provider persona or be this and that. Like, it's like sometimes I be having to, you know, who pulling their card out first?
She said I earned my keep.
Yeah, she
I like
she's
that.
a nice woman. Nice woman.
I like it.
Well, this has been another episode of How You Feel
and What's Real.
Okay, you gonna finish it? Okay.
Wait, come on. We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colors. They gonna sue the fuck out you. They gonna sue the fuck out you.
Hey, Borland, my boy, I don't have shit to do with nothing. She said
I ain't got no money. Go ahead. Do what you got.
What, they gonna get this Celsius up off of me? Shit.
Ooh. Are we supposed to be doing? You know what?
Oh, damn.
We gotta talk to somebody about this because we just up here nigga rigging the whole show.
Oh, well, shit. It was genuine. It was authentic. It was good.
That's a fact.
It was good. And just make sure y'all like, subscribe, share.
Drop some comments as far as what topics y'all want to hear.
Yeah.
I want that. I want the people to start telling us what they want to hear.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it was lovely seeing y'all, and welcome. I said welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to How You Feel
and What Is Real.
Till next time.